ClowdyWorld, and we talking about that man Kai Cenat, dog, and how he just got his heart broken by a Nigerian queen, man, a Nigerian scam artist, dog. So look, man, kind of playful. I think Kai is just playing around for real, bro. I don't think he's super serious, but Kai Cenat was recently in Nigeria for a stream. It went crazy wild. He donated to a lot of people. He literally made someone a millionaire by accident when he donated some money to him for showing him around the city. He then linked up with David and really went crazy. You know, everyone knows Davido is one of the biggest artists just in general from out there. And you know, just a really just beautiful thing overall. But we're talking about how, you know, he got his little heart broken, and it was pretty funny, fam. Now, it's not funny to go through heartache or none of that stuff. It's clearly he's just playing it for the internet and for the jokes and stuff. Like, he's not serious. It's been 2 days. He's a grown man. Like, let's put 2 and 2 together. But you know, it's always really crazy, bro, to see like how far that Kai Cenat has pushed content, and you know, the kind of the wave, and you know, the next level that he's showing what streaming can become. I feel like people thought that eventually with streaming itself was gonna, you know, go out of, you know, Dodge, or was eventually gonna be gone, and not really so disappear, but just lose popularity. But it's actually the opposite, that now that things have gone this far, and how we're seeing that you know, after all the stuff that happened in the 2020s has happened, we're still kind of dealing with the effects of it. And so people want to be entertained, and it's crazy to see that how Kai Cenat has just not only blitzed and taken control of and like monopolized what he's done and established A&P as these Goliaths in the industry, really one of the top 5 in general, and definitely the most well-known black one of any of the top 5 streaming groups or things like that out there. It's just insane and pretty inspiring, and just shows you that, you know, you can really make it any way you want to if you work hard and put the consistency in to really make it happen. It's really cool to see what he's done, what he and A&P have done, what Phantom has done, really what Duke has done, especially how Duke has really made and carved out a lane where it's basically like it's Zoro and Luffy. Or a better example being, if you're not really into anime, things like that, it's the 21 Savage to Young Nudie, where they're elevated, they're established. Yeah, you may have, you know, gotten motion off of being around them in the jump, and you know, you put in your own work separately, of course, too, but you've both separately established yourself and are both eating good and situated, and you know, that mutual level of, you know, locked in twins making things shake. It's really cool to see that even at this level, they haven't let things get too much into all that foolishness. Shout out to that boy Agent too. And so Kai Cenat really bringing it back whole. It just shows you what his focus is, especially with being a group leader, and you know, with focusing and things like that. And I know people say, oh no, this is the group leader. Nothing, bro. Let's cut the cap, fam. Real world talk. If you handling this business, if you supplying the bread way, if you're that guy, you have the pull. Whether people want to call it leader or not, just because someone else has the intellectual stuff and handles business, doesn't mean if someone else says jump, people ain't gonna jump. We know what it is. People gonna jump. And so I really respect how Kai's really established themselves and not just made it about him. It's really cool because I see that they tapped in with RDC World, of course, Mark, you know, all those boys that really be making this go crazy. Leland, one of the greatest. And seeing that, and how I feel like in a way he's almost inspired their group as well, because I feel like when A&P came out and showed them how fast it locked in, like, not say RDC World wasn't huge already, but I think it showed them a different way of how to focus in and really capitalize on the impacts and the levels of weight that they have. And you know, I remember watching an interview recently where Mark Phillips was talking about how the NBA, you know, meme TikToks where they were going viral was a way that he got on, in the sense of where like he reached a way bigger audience than target audience, and how he had celebrities and all that other stuff really showing love. And I think that's a great example of where they already had so much motion, but a random skit was what really took them to another level of dominance, while A&P in a sense has dominated the TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Like, they've really dominated their sector of it, in a sense of where they, with the streaming, not only capitalized but made a real monopoly over the control of what they were doing. They were the best at doing it. They had the best quality. They put certain levels of care and consideration into their streams that we still don't see by some of the biggest. And I think that that's really cool, is because I could tell that ruffled a lot of feathers, because people would say that Kai streams were more showy or more this or all flash or whatever. And to me, that was always the utmost disrespect, because wouldn't you want your streams to have these $1,000 budgets? Wouldn't you want someone who's entertaining you to put literal paychecks worth of time and consideration monetarily into this? Wouldn't you want your time to be respected and clearly shown by people spending 4, 5, even 6 figures on specific streams and things like that? Like, does that stuff not matter anymore? It feels as if people almost use that to slight you. Like, hard work and dedication and effort is a joke now. Not to say people don't value these things in the real world, but to say that implementing them in real life is almost looked at laughably, bro. It's looked at, instead of being something we should look into or something we should make fun of. And I think that, of course, it's cool when you see someone do something effortlessly or without effort and do something that you know is very unique, but we all know it takes time and skill and, you know, poise and hours and days and weeks and even months of hard work to make it look effortless. And I think that that's something that isn't really shown love a lot in how Kai Cenat implements and really puts his care and consideration in the craft. People just look at him as a joke at times, and I always laugh in a sense, because it's like, y'all think that y'all laughing at him when he's laughing at y'all. You think that you're getting over on somebody that allows himself to play the game. And I think that by Kai Cenat playing that game and being that guy, he knows that it's gonna take some hits. When you're the main guy, you're gonna always have the main amount of haters. It's how life goes. And I feel like him stepping into that role is already what showed me that he was built to be where he is, because you don't just step into a role made for you. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's why I believe that Kai Cenat is so not only successful, impactful, but also just intelligent with how he broke things in. He didn't just get in on every single lane and do everything at once. He perfected his craft. He got some motion up. He was back during the Vine age, back during a lot of this age stuff. He focused in on one platform, did his YouTube stuff, locked in, pushed it and funneled it into another platform and kept consistent. And when you look at it, bro, his plug channel has over 4 million subscribers. He's reduce, reuse, recycling. Everything he does on Twitch comes to YouTube. The YouTube pushes the Twitch funnels to YouTube. It's a back and forth loop. And if you don't understand it, well, that's up to you for real. But just looking at it and breaking it down, I'm just saying these things to, you know, give context on why I think that he's so smart, and why I say the dude that's doing all this stuff is not stressing or heartbroken over a beautiful, no disrespect to Nigeria, a beautiful black queen, but you know, she tweaking, she cheating on him type stuff. She has a boyfriend, so you know, she goofy, she scummy for that. But I promise you, he's not stressing. So look, let me know what y'all think, man. What do y'all think about Kai Cenat as a whole? Do you feel like he's a positive for not only, you know, the streaming community, but the media community, the entertainment? I feel like he is a GOAT in a real dynasty waiting to happen. He got the youth and the motion on his side, and I don't see it leaving no time soon. I think that he's doing his thing, but let me know what y'all feel. Do you think that Twitch is tweaking? Do you feel like Twitch is falling off? Do y'all feel like Kai Cenat needs to, you know, evolve? Let me know how y'all feel. Kai Cenat ain't stressing about no girl from Nigeria, but I ain't gonna lie, if he was stressing about a girl, she would be from Nigeria. Shout out to my Nigerian queens, you already know. ClowdyWorld, and we gone.